you.
And welcome once again to another episode of Stu Him Productions presents
J&M, Solve the World.
Alcohol Review.
I am James.
And I am Matt, and we are back. It is a new month, and if you're lucky enough to have one of my calendars, it's time to change the calendars, if you haven't already. We have been on...
They were all looking forward to the next month, I'm sure.
Oh, I know. We have been on some serious trips lately, and I mean, I don't know about you, but I got some pretty interesting alcohols.
I didn't pick up any alcohols. I did get some cigars.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So
Big old stogish.
nice.
They're in the humidor, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, that must have been why Captain Spaulding was up on top of the.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, yeah.
So tonight, we are going to sample a straight bourbon whiskey
Okay.
that I brought back from Illinois.
Nice. So what do you have here in store for us tonight?
It is Driftless Glen. Taste the... Oh, my God. American Spirit. Straight bourbon whiskey. 48% alcohol per volume. 96%.
Wow.
Small batch number
96
40.
proof.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 96 proof. Small batch number 40. Bottled by Casey. Distilled, aged, and bottled in Baraboo, Wisconsin. Did I say that right?
If you sounded out like we did in first grade, yeah. Baraboo, that's the way it's spelled.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Who the fuck is this Casey anyway?
Right. Oh, my God. Let's see
You
here.
need some light on the subject?
Yeah. Even though I've got my glasses on.
The older I get, the more light I need.
Yeah. It's kind of like driving and you don't really know where you are, so you turn down the radio.
Right.
Let's see here.
Well, you turn down the radio so you can see better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight bourbon whiskey, balanced and full-bodied. The small batch of carefully selected barrels in non-chill filtered to preserve its subtle spice and notes of caramel and vanilla. We have touched each barrel, so with 2 thumbs up, share our dream and taste the American spirit.
It's the fingerprints in the sides of the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a thumbprint
Right?
and a fingerprint. I mean, it's...
Well, it's like they grabbed it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that. But it does have the type of cap that we do enjoy. Oh, now that's just awesome.
Yeah, cool.
I'll get a picture of the top of this, and I'll put it up right about now. But, and as always, I'm going to try to not hit James. Yeah.
That was not what I was expecting, really.
I think I was evil last time, so you get to be evil.
All right.
Hey, I think I got it. I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
You've had a little practice.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Well, except for spilling whiskey and whatnot on my mic stand.
Well, you've had practice at that too.
Yes. I'm not going to need these anymore. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to do these.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to cleanse the palate.
So about half of it.
No.
No, just
Nope.
go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I've got something else up my sleeve for the actual tasting.
Okay.
Salud.
It's got a little burn. I do catch the notes of vanilla and caramel just a little bit.
I'm catching some notes of charcoal,
Well, yeah, it's a bourbon.
but a certain Tennessee sipping whiskey
Mm-hmm.
that's got that heavy char.
Yeah.
But
That's all I can do before YouTube says copyright.
oh, there we go. All right. So now, so I took a trip to Illinois, seen some old friends of mine, and
And I went the other direction.
yeah, and I picked up a couple of bottles while I was there. That's about right.
This is the angle because I'm like, shit, mine looks darker. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah. Picked up a couple of bottles of liquor while I was there, and then I was down in Joplin, and I picked up a couple of bottles there. I actually found the Devil's Devil, believe it or not.
In Joplin?
Yes,
Nice.
glass bottle too.
Sweet.
Now, rumor
I was going to say, the rumor has it
that there is a new bar being built in Springfield, Missouri. This bar,
I can see having to rent a hotel room and calling Yellow Cab or Uber.
this bar made famous in a little town in South Dakota.
Yeah.
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 But supposedly there's a full throttle saloon going in Springfield, Missouri.
Wow. Where's that going to be at? You have any idea?
No, the electrician that I talked to, he didn't say.
Mm.
So
It would have to be a pretty good sized facility, wouldn't it, to be a full throttle?
yeah,
You know, that might get some more shows to Springfield, too.
well, I mean, you're
You know,
guaranteed.
Depending on the size of the venue, but you might be, you know, if it's, I mean, the Shrine Mosque is 3,600 people.
Right. You know, let's say it's like, what was that? Midnight Cowboy?
Midnight Rodeo.
Midnight Rodeo.
Mhm.
They're
And then there was
Glen,
Cowboys.
Stone, and Sunshine?
Yeah. So it was right on Glenstone, I know.
Yeah.
I think it was Glenstone and Sunshine, or
Yeah. So
I seen Charlie Daniels there. That's
Yeah.
the only time I've ever been in that bar.
well, and I mean, a place like that size, I could see bringing in,
That was probably 900 people.
right.
Yeah.
But I could see a a Jackal show
Oh yeah.
going in there.
Oh yeah.
Blackberry Smoke. You know,
Texas Hippie Coalition.
yeah, you know.
Hailstorm's going to be
Yes, I
back
saw
in
that.
January.
Lizzie and Joe.
Yeah.
Gilroy's?
Galois. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old theater downtown. That was the first time I seen Hailstorm. Was back in 2017, 2016, something like that.
Yeah.
At the Galois. Great concert venue.
Yeah.
Because it was cool. We walked in, the place was packed. And it was all general admission.
Nice.
And just like, Ed's like, well, you need to go up the balcony and see. It's like, let's see what's down here at the lower level. We walked in, it's like looking around, and it's like, there's seats right by the soundboard. It's going to sound great right here.
Hell yeah.
You know, I could see their playlist.
Nice.
I almost asked, I should have asked the guys, like, hey, can I have that? Can I get Lizzie to sign it for me?
You know, I would love, you know, there's so many bands that I would have loved to have seen that I'll never be able to.
Right.
Motorhead is like top of the list. Motorhead, the Ramones.
I think the Doors would have been a cool band to have seen, especially at a small venue like at the Rainbow or something out in.
Now, I seen it was the Doors, but they were going by the Doors of Perception, because that's the actual name of the book that Morrison got the name from.
Okay.
It was obviously the band, but it was the first time they actually had Ian Ashbury from the Cult.
The Cult, yeah.
Yeah. They opened up for God, this was when I was out in California, but Peter and Ace were doing a couple of shows together.
Oh,
and
was that Rekissed? I'm just
yeah. But I mean, you know, they played songs from Ace's solo albums, couple of songs from Peter's solo albums, the old Kiss tunes, but you know, it was just really cool to see, you know,
all the stuff that they had wrote.
Right.
And they were with Kiss.
And actually hearing the Doors with somebody that could actually do justice to Morrison. I mean, it was great.
You know, always.
Well, hell,
back in the 80s when we were watching Headbangers Ball and stuff.
Yeah.
In the Danzig videos.
Yeah.
I'm going, if Morrison had lived, this might have been what the Doors was like now. Because to me, Danzig had that kind of vibe.
So, do you know who Danzig's biggest influence was? Elvis.
Elvis?
Yeah.
That's why he had the chops.
Yeah. Okay.
Had the neck beard.
So, you talk about Midnight Rodeo being like 900?
Probably.
About that, yeah.
1200, something like that.
The Whiskey A Go-Go?
Yeah.
About 250.
Right.
It's a lot smaller than what you see on TV or in movies.
Even the Juke Joint.
Oh my God, that place was awesome.
I think it was, when we've seen Typo Negative there, I think it was like 800-900 capacity.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were hanging from the fucking rafters there, you know.
Well, I mean, when we saw Anthrax there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? Let's it's been chilled. So here we go. Salud.
Salud.
Oh, okay. Takes a little bit out of it. Now, I don't know if it's because my ice melted and it's been cut, but
well, that's the advantage of pouring it over ice.
right.
Unless you're just a pure, I want my bourbon straight, room temperature,
Pussies.
pussies. Yeah, that's what we are. That's what they call us.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
Of course.
that's like on my trip to Phoenix. One of our guys, he's a Scotch
Mm-hmm.
connoisseur. He
Right.
loves his Scotch and tequila and stuff. And I sat down at the table in the hospitality room, and he's like, "What are you drinking?" I'm like, "I had some 18-year-old doers over there at the bar." He goes, "Oh, try this," and he pours me the Scotch in a glass, you
Mhm.
know, room temperature. It was
Yeah.
no, mine wasn't 18-year. It was 12-year Scotch or 12-year doers, but this
Okay.
was like 18-year Glenlivet.
Yeah.
You know, but it's room temperature. And it's like it was good,
Yeah.
but I'd a lot rather had it over ice.
Right.
But,
Or-
I want to tell him that. I'm like,
Right.
"Oh, can I get some ice for this shit?"
Yeah.
You know?
Or even just having the bottle in a fridge.
Right.
Now, I got to tell you what. We're going to do our ratings, and I'm going to go first this time.
Okay.
For me, it's a hard 6.
Okay.
The reason being,
Cold?
yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Or overall.
it's better cold,
Right.
but overall, I'm going to give it a 6. Reason being,
Uh-huh.
for me, it's got a lot of that.
Straight Tennessee sipping whiskey flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got that
can see-
after note of the char, and I'm just not a big fan of the char. I mean, maybe that's me.
Well, I mean, this is our opinion. This is
Right. It's not gospel.
We're not connoisseurs or by no means.
Fuck no.
It's just our opinion. I'm gonna go one better and give it a hard 7.
Okay.
Because you know, how long's it been now that I've been drinking scotch? But before then, I was a bourbon guy.
Right.
Or actually, I was more into the Canadian blended back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, the Seagrams and the Crown and
Right.
stuff like that. You know, but I mean, it's a good bourbon.
Right.
To me, it's not as that Tennessee sipping whiskey we keep talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know how the Undertaker and the BSK drank that shit. I just
Shot form.
I just never was a fan. Now there was one night we were playing at the juke joint,
Okay.
and their house bourbon that night was Jack.
Okay, I can see that.
And because I just ordered, because I was used to drinking whatever the house bourbons were, you know, Bellows or McCormick's or whatever the fuck, you know.
Yeah.
And I ordered a bourbon 7, and he goes, "Well, house bourbon tonight's Jack." I'm like, as long as you don't charge me extra for it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Next day, I didn't feel so fucking good.
Right.
You know, kind of had that. It's always gave me a fucking dull headache the
Right.
next day.
Right.
Of course, it could have been the 7-Up too. It could have been Dirty Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Who knows?
But no, I mean, I think Herbie would like this.
Yeah.
I think, you know, may have to pour him a glass of it tomorrow night. I mean, he don't drink as much as he used to,
Right,
because
right.
of health reasons and stuff.
Yeah.
But he likes, you know, just bourbon over. Of course, he's more into the Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Crown's his favorite.
Right. Right.
But he's not really into the flavored stuff. He just wants fucking whiskey.
Right.
You know.
A good
Yeah.
whiskey.
Yep.
But there you go, folks. 13 out of 20. Still batting over 500.
If you're on Dances with the Stars, vote so it don't get eliminated. No.
You know, you can think of it as The New York Yankees of the 2024 World Series. Not completely swept. They did win one game.
You could think of it as the two dumbasses that yanked that fucking ball out of that guy's hands.
Dude, so their tickets
Mm-hmm.
were given to a child's family. He had survived cancer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I mean, there's...
I think them fuckers ought to lose their fucking... I think they ought to be banned from baseball.
Right.
Because they could have hurt him really bad.
Yeah.
Because he was hanging there by his arm, and they're pulling on him and shit.
Right.
If I was him, I'd sue the New York Yankees organization. I'm not a Dodgers fan. I'm just saying this as a fan of sports. That was bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
That was...
But if you are a Yankees fan, I'm going to go on record right now. There is a great documentary on Netflix about the greatest Yankee that ever lived. He played in 75 World Series games. He had 10 World Series championships. When he finally retired from baseball, he had 13 rings. 12 from the Yankee organization, all 13 from the city of New York, and he's from Italian Hill in St. Louis, Missouri. Mr. Yogi Berra.
So when you come to the fork of the road, take it.
Yes.
Yogiism.
The game of baseball is
Didn't he
90% mental. The other half is physical.
Didn't he start in St. Louis?
No.
No?
He got drafted out of high school by the Yankees.
Okay.
And was sent to their farm team. But then he joined the Navy, because this was during World War II.
Right.
He joined the Navy, and when he came back, he walked right into the Yankee locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And you had half the people, and that guy doesn't look like a ball player. The other half of the people, that guy doesn't look like a sailor.
Right.
But he played with Mickey Mantle and Joe DiMaggio and 10 Super Bowl or World Series rings. 10 World Series rings.
If you had 10 Super Bowl rings as
Yeah.
a Yankee, that'd be fucking awesome.
So there we go.
Especially since Super Bowl hadn't even started yet.
Yeah. But he won one ring as a Mets coach because the Yankees wouldn't make him a coach when he retired from playing. And then he got
the 69 Mets?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he got pulled back to the Yankees, and he won 2 more. And he didn't step foot at Yankee Stadium for the longest time because of Steinbrenner. It took Steinbrenner to reach out and extend the olive branch.
Right.
And as soon as he reached out and extended it, Yogi was totally okay with everything after that. But that has been your Yankee history lesson by a lifelong Redbirds fan.
That's just because you delve into that shit.
Yeah. Well, I watched the documentary because it's really good.
You watch the flicks of Nets.
Yes.
Net. Yeah.
But you have just watched another episode of Stu Him Productions presents
J&M Solve the World
Alcohol Review.
I have been James.
And I have been Matt. And until next time, you keep one fist in the gold, one foot in the gutter. And we will be seeing you.
Peace.